It was late during the year 2012. I just watched the movie The Secret with my family. I was so fascinated by the concept of our thoughts creating our experience. Although this was my first time hearing about the law of attraction, I felt as if a part of me always knew that I was creating my own reality. Over the following months and years, this fascination led me down a path of discovery and experimentation that was magical at times and frustrating at others. Although I am still exploring our power to paint on the canvas of reality, I have learned some essential elements to manifesting the experience we choose.
Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Haben. On this channel we talk about self-development, spirituality, and creating your own reality. Today's video is about 3 keys to manifestation that The Secret did not tell you. If you're like me, you got into exploring the law of attraction and manifestation and creating and designing your own reality when you watched The Secret or when you read The Secret. Several years back I read The Secret and I watched the movie, and I was fascinated by this whole concept of creating and designing my own reality, and that's how I got into this whole business. And after several years of exploring the law of attraction and manifestation, I have discovered several keys. But these are the 3 things I've seen and I've discovered, I've used myself, that have been instrumental. But The Secret did not talk about them or just mention them a little bit. So without further ado, guys, let's get into it. The first key to manifestation is your beliefs. Beliefs create the framework of our reality. Beliefs are basically repeated structures of thought, feeling, and emotion about who we are, about what our world is, and about how we interact with it. And the power in changing, first being aware of the beliefs we have and changing them and designing them to live the life, to create the life that we want to live, is immense. These beliefs came about through several sources. It could be from our childhood, through authority figures that we listen to, could be through movies, and little things what we picked up at different events that were charged with emotion and feeling. And a lot of these beliefs may be running on autopilot right now. So the key part here is being aware of what is up and what is there, and gradually starting to change it every time it comes up. And the power in this is immense. These beliefs create our daily thoughts and our daily feelings, which in turn create our daily actions and our daily habits, which in turn creates our personality. And that translates into our personal reality, which then feeds back as evidence into the belief, and it's a loop of feedback that creates and designs our reality and makes it a solid thing that we cannot really adjust. But it's very malleable. Our reality is more malleable than we can imagine, because the moment we really master the art of being aware of beliefs and changing beliefs, then it's like we have the cheat code for life, for bending reality as we see fit. So our beliefs are basically a border on reality. They're basically putting us in a box, because all the infinite possibilities of the universe, of our reality, are not accessible to us, because what we believe in a certain subject or in our lives is basically a border into the possibilities that are available to us. And being locked into those possibilities and wishing and wanting stuff outside, basically, if we have limiting beliefs, very strong limiting beliefs about wealth and money, then it's very hard to make a lot of money and be really rich, because our beliefs have closed us into this frame of experience. But this can be changed. And the key here, the first thing you gotta do is being aware of the things that run in your mind every day, especially when you think about those things that you want to manifest. So in the wealth example, if you want a lot of money coming into your life, then being aware, the first part is being aware of your conscious, the things that are running right under the brim of your conscious chatter, your conscious mind thoughts that talk about money. When you were thinking about money, when you're interacting with people on the subjects of money, what are the major thoughts that you have? And this will give you a clue on what beliefs you might have lying deep in your subconscious. And that allows you to then target that and change it. And there's so much power in this, especially when you restructure your beliefs. And these beliefs are in structures. Some of these beliefs support each other, and at the core of this belief is a core belief that you hold that dictates a big chunk of your reality. So for the moment you become aware of a core belief and start changing it, your reality starts to shift in a major way. So let me give you a tip before we get to the next key. A tip to change your beliefs. I'm going to make a whole video about changing beliefs and reprogramming your subconscious mind. But for now, let me give you a tip. This tip runs around reprogramming the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is most open right when you wake up and right before you go to sleep. You might have heard this before. So if you have any affirmations, if you have identified a belief or a part of your life that you want to change, make affirmations, make statements written in the present tense, and make affirmations into them and listen to them right as you're going to sleep. The last 5-10 minutes as you fall asleep and snooze away, listen to these beliefs, and they will go in there and they'll start creating new pathways, new neural pathways, and new belief systems. And eventually they will overpower the old belief systems you might have had about money or about whatever it is. Use that tip. Now let's get into a second key to manifestation. And these are feelings. The Secret talked about this a little bit as they say, feel into what you want to experience. But the power of feelings is so immense. And when we want to manifest something, just thinking about it and making even affirmations about it is not really enough, doesn't have that much pushing power, because embodying the feelings, we're physical beings and we're just experiencing the new reality we want to experience on a thought level doesn't really ground the new reality as real. So feeling the feelings of being in the new reality is something that I have found to be so powerful in manifesting what we want. One of my favorite inspirational spiritual teachers from the 60s, 70s, Neville Goddard, has a book called Feeling is Secret. The whole gist is in the title. The actual feelings of being in the position that you want to be is so powerful. And this is basically embodying the feelings of being the person who has the reality, who's living the reality that you want to have. And there are so many tools to do this, but I'm going to give you a tip to make this work, because a lot of people, as easy as it sounds, a lot of people have a hard time actually feeling and creating the emotions of experiencing what they want. And what I have found is feeling gratitude. Feeling gratitude for anything is wonderful. It creates a turbo effect on your manifestations. But feeling gratitude for the things you want creates a sense, imprints on your subconscious mind that you already have it, so it becomes easier to actually experience the feelings of experiencing that reality. So as you go to sleep, combine it with the previous key, the previous tip As you go to sleep, visualizing and affirming and feeling grateful for the reality and the life that you have, that you want to have, is a powerful way to transition and to gradually transurf into that reality. That's the second key, feelings. The last key to manifestation is your vibration. In the movie The Secret, you might have heard Abraham Hicks talk about the 3 steps to manifestation. Now they have a lot of other steps, but it was just 3 steps back then. It was you asking, the universe replying and answering right away, right the moment you ask, and finally you being in the receiving mode, in the receiving place to accept and receive that wish, that desire that you've put out. But a lot of people have a hard time with the last step, with getting into the receiving mode, because the receiving mode is basically embodying the energy of already having it and being relaxed about it, almost letting go of things that are holding you back. And raising your vibration is something I have found to be so powerful in putting you in the receiving mode to receive everything you want in perfect timing. Basically, your vibration is the energy with which you vibrate. The energy, everything is energy. On our core, we are energy. And the vibration, the speed at which our vibration is going is basically our vibration. And raising that vibration can be done in so many ways. And our vibration is consistently affecting and being affected by our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions, and our consumption, what we consume from the outside world. So our vibration is affected by what we eat. Our vibration is affected by the music we listen to, the movies we watch, the content we are consuming. Our vibration is affected by the people we come in contact with. So just watching out for the people you come in contact with and all the things you consume can have already a big effect on your vibration. Basically the music you listen to, what shows you watch, and everything else. But raising your vibration is so much more than just your food and the stuff you consume. It's also deep parts of you, that things that you have held on to, that put a cap on how far your vibration can rise. And this leads me to my 2 tips that I want to give you regarding raising your vibration. I'm definitely going to make a video on raising your vibration, because it's so powerful and it's such a vast topic, and the effect it has on your manifestations is immense. So here, I'm going to give you 2 tips to raise your vibration every day. And these are powerful tips, and if you keep practicing them with consistency and patience, you'll gradually see your daily state of feeling rise, and at the same time, the power of your manifestations and the speed with which they manifest in your life also get better. So the first tip is releasing resistance. And you can do this in 2 ways. There's 2 ways that we resist. We have resistance in our bodies and our systems. And the first thing is making peace with what is, accepting what is. Because a lot of people, when they're trying to manifest, there's always a sense of, oh, I want this. I don't like where I am at. I don't like what's up. This is not great. And our universe and our subconscious has no frame of reference when it comes to time. The only time that really is felt and understood by the universe is the present moment, the present tense. And when in the present tense, all we're saying is, oh, I want this, but I don't like where I'm at. The universe just hears, I don't like where I'm at. And there will be more experiences that will make us say, okay, I still don't like where I'm at. So the key is making peace, releasing resistance to the reality. So what helps in this case is reframing reality to see the positive points of what we're experiencing. And a lot of times this could be easy, but sometimes it could be hard. So that's why you gotta work on it. I'm gonna make a specific video on reframing reality, but there's an art in whenever you resist and you feel you hear yourself complaining about certain things, and also that everything, awareness is important here. When you hear yourself complaining, do not judge yourself, never judge yourself, but just be aware of that and ask yourself, is there a way I can reframe this reality to release resistance to it? I find ways to make what is okay, or find a way to see it in a positive light. The next way to release resistance that a lot of people struggle with is letting go. Letting go of things that hold us back, that hold our vibration down. And a key part of this is forgiveness. Forgiveness is such a deep and powerful topic when it comes to manifestation. But a lot of people don't talk about it because it's almost taboo, it's almost negative. But forgiving ourselves and forgiving others is a big part of letting go and releasing resistance. There's such liberation in forgiving ourselves for past mistakes and forgiving other people for wrongdoings they've done to us. And releasing this baggage, releasing this heavy load is a powerful way to just easily lift our vibration to a whole new level and unlock possibilities beyond what we could have ever imagined. So letting go and releasing and forgiving, plus reframing reality are powerful ways of releasing resistance. The other tip I want to give you to raise your vibration is doing daily habits that gradually increase the way you feel. And let me give you 2 habits that you can do starting from today. The first tip is meditation. If you have explored the spiritual circles and the whole law of attraction business for any amount of time, you probably already know how powerful meditation is. Meditation, how I interpret meditation is basically, I just sit down for 15-20 minutes every day. Lessons that is perfectly fine. So, when you get used to it, you can increase the times. And it's basically creating distance between me and my thoughts so that I don't identify with my thoughts and react to them right away. Because our thoughts, if you really pay attention to it, and as you start meditating, this becomes obvious. We have certain patterns of thought, and every time we think of them, we have an emotional reaction, which then creates an action and also creates reality. So by sitting down and quieting our mind and seeing the thoughts go by and just observing them without judging them or without being taken by them into a path of some roller coaster of thoughts and feelings, just allows us to create that distance. And after doing this for even some amount of time, a short amount of time, you'll see during the day things that would create a strong emotional impact on you would start decreasing. The strength of that, the power of that hit is going to decrease, and you would start thinking thoughts, and you will become aware that you're just thinking, that's just a thought. That's not me. I don't have to react to that thought through some visceral physical emotion. And there's such power in that is a powerful way to keep raising your vibration. The second tip is gratitude. Gratitude is so powerful. The Secret talked about this too. Gratitude is a fast forward button for your manifestations. So, feeling grateful every day, feeling grateful for 3 things in your life. When you wake up, feeling grateful for 3 things, writing them down on a journal. Write 3 things down when you wake up that you're grateful for in your life generally. And right before you go to sleep, write 3 things that you're grateful for during that day that happened. That could be a nice meal you had, a nice conversation you had, anything. And really feel the part of this that a lot of people don't talk about is the feeling of gratitude, because just writing it down is a rote habit. It's not really, it doesn't make that much of an impact. It might make a little impact, but not that much. The power here is the feeling, as I've talked in the second key, the feeling of gratitude. Just sitting there and writing a single thing that you're grateful for and feeling why you're grateful for it. That's where the power lies. So practice gratitude, practice meditation, and release resistance with the methods I told you about. And your vibration will gradually rise, and your manifestations will be turbo boosted, and they'll be so much more powerful in you, and parts of reality that you were not accessing before are going to be open for you. So that's the 3 keys to manifestation the secret did not talk about. Let's recap. The first key is beliefs. Beliefs make up the framework of our experience. So when we change our beliefs, our reality opens up to new possibilities. The second thing is the feeling. The power in the feeling is immense when it comes to manifesting, because embodying the feelings of already experiencing and already being in the place of having and being the person we want to be is basically the moving power behind any manifestation. And the third key is raising your vibration through daily habits like meditation or gratitude journaling, or releasing resistance and letting go through forgiving people or forgiving yourself. And another way is basically to reframe the reality you have so that you have a sense of acceptance towards it, because the universe only understands what you're feeling and thinking in the moment. And with a lot of resistance to what it is, there's no possible way to attract what you want to attract. And that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. If you want more similar stuff about the law of attraction, personal development, creating your own reality, and spirituality, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below about what keys to manifestation you've found that have worked for you. And also, if there's anything about the law of attraction and spirituality you want me to clear up and talk about, just leave a comment down below and I just might make a video on it. Thank you. Have a good one. Much love.